This is a dedication. Imagine you're at the dinner table with your parents. It's a normal weekday, just like the others. You're having a normal conversation with your parents, and mid-flow between the conversation, you hear breaking news, and a man had been shot for no particular reason. Your now scared parents begin telling you about safety with the police. Imagine this scene. Your parents begin to explain the situation, with one acting as the police and the other telling you to just be calm and do as the officers say. With one hand held high, you say, "I'm just reaching for my wallet." This scene seems unnecessary, but it is exactly what happens in my family, simply because we are black. Do you think this is fair? Because I don't. So far in America, there has been a great number of black people who are wrongfully killed by police officers. To be specific, there has been 722 fatal killings, and 3/4 of them were black. This statistic is ridiculous because black people only make up 13% of the US population, but are 5 times as more likely to get stopped by the police. Black Lives Matter was introduced when a series of racially motivated killings started to happen in America. It is an international activist movement that originated in the African American community. Black Lives Matter campaigns against the violence and perceived racism of black people. It also supports the black families who have been impacted by the wrongful killings from police officers. Did you know that black suspects are more likely to get wrongfully shot for supposedly having a weapon? A recent shooting was in 2016 when a man named Anton Sterling was outside selling CDs outside of a convenience store. Just an innocent man selling CDs did not deserve this. Only a day after, another man named Philando Castile was in his car when he was fatally shot by police officers for carrying a pistol, even though he was licensed. These are just only 2 of the stories. There are even more innocent deaths like Keith Lamont Scott, Roy Richards, Jason King, Eric Garner, Michael Brown, Freddie Gray, and Trayvon Martin. This makes me feel agitated because I know too that I'm at risk of this, and this still goes on in my hometown. In addition, it highlights because I'm black, I have to take into extra consideration everything I do, potentially more than any other race. For example, I have to take into account the impact of being black could have on my future. When I apply for a job, for example, there is no room for error. People could disregard me solely because of the color of my skin. Because I'm black, I have to make sure that my qualifications undeniably open the door that the color of my skin might want to close. Imagine a man named Connor and another man named Jamal both applied for the same job. Who do you think is more likely to get the job? Connor is more likely to get the job because they'll look at the 2 names and immediately recognize that Jamal is the stereotypical black name. This also makes me feel worried and furious, not only for myself, but for my dad, grandpa, and uncle, because they are all black and they could all potentially get stopped by the police for even walking home. I don't like to hear stories where anybody gets shot. In particular, I like to hear stories where black people get shot from police officers for no particular reason. I was victimized in my previous school because of the color of my skin, and that didn't make me feel good, and it shouldn't make you feel good either. Say if someone said to you, "Are you carrying a gun?" just because of the color of your skin color. Why does being black not make you even to everyone else? The Black Lives Matter movement is necessary because it wants equal rights, and that's the message they're protesting for. Black Lives Matter is protesting for equality in the long run by focusing on Black Lives Matter now. People can argue that all lives matter, in which they do, but all lives matter can't matter until brown lives, black lives, Asian lives, European lives, all lives matter equally. I'm going to put a cartoon on screen to furthermore explain my point. First of all, anyone, black, white, brown, or any other types of people can spread awareness. They can tell their friends why Black Lives Matter. However, protesting isn't always the way to succeed in your claim. Last but not least, black people should be more calm and make websites, make YouTube videos explaining why Black Lives Matter, or even making pamphlets. We can all unite to prevent the killings of black people. This is a dedication to Anton Sterling, Philando Castile, Michael Brown, Freddie Gray, and Trayvon Martin. There are simply not enough roses to represent the innocent black people killed by white police officers. This is why Black Lives Matter now. Black Lives Matter, and my life matters. Thank you.